ఇంటర్మీడియట్ విద్యారంగంలో అగ్రగామి మన ఎన్ఎస్ఆర్ ఇంపల్స్ ఎడ్యుకేషన్ ఇన్స్టిట్యూషన్. ఐఐటి జేఈఈ అయినా నీట్ అయినా తిరుగులేని విద్యా సంస్థ ఎన్ఎస్ఆర్ ఇంపల్స్.
So very good morning all of you. So we are discussing about vectors concepts. We already discussed about parallelogram law, vector addition and its applications. Now we can discuss about resolution of vector. Resolution of vectors. How the vector can be resolved? What is the resolution? So generally any vector can be resolved into two mutually perpendicular components in the given plane. In the given plane, any vector can be divided into two mutually perpendicular components. Two mutually perpendicular components. That is for our convenience. So now what is the resolution? So see here, for example, I am considering the xy plane. This is x and this is y. This is the xy plane. Let us consider this is the vector a bar, which makes an angle theta with x axis. So this is the vector a bar makes an angle theta with horizontal, that means x axis. So here a bar is the vector in xy plane. Here the main concept condition is a bar is the vector in xy plane. So this a bar makes an angle theta with the horizontal. A bar makes an angle theta with horizontal. So here this for our concept is a bar can be divided into two mutually perpendicular components. A bar can be divided into two mutually perpendicular components. How the a bar divided into two mutually perpendicular components? See here. So horizontal component one and vertical component. So here a divided into two components. Those two components must be perpendicular. Those two components must be perpendicular. See here a bar, one is horizontal, another one is vertical. So what is the horizontal component and what is the vertical component? That we have to find out. See here, first one is for example, let us say this is horizontal component, let us say ax, and vertical component, let us say ay, ax and ay. So from this diagram I am writing cos theta value. From this diagram I am writing the value of cos theta. What is the value of cos theta generally? Adjacent side by hypotenuse. So according to the magnitude, this is ax by a. So this is a bar is the vector and just generally a is the magnitude. So cos theta can be written as ax by a. So from this we can write ax is equals to a cos theta. Ax is equals to a cos theta. In the same way I am writing sin theta. Sin theta can be written as opposite side by hypotenuse. So this is the y axis. For our convenience, y axis can be assumed here. So this is ay. So that means we can write it as ay divided by a. So from this ay can be written as a sin theta. Ay can be written as a sin theta. So that means here the vector, what is the vector here? A bar. A bar is the vector. So a bar can be divided into two components. Horizontal component is a cos theta and vertical component is a sin theta. And this horizontal component and vertical components must be perpendicular to each other. Horizontal and vertical components must be perpendicular to each other. That is a cos theta and a sin theta. See here. Now here a bar can be written as, so general vector form axi plus ayj. What is ax here? A cos theta I plus A sin theta j. A bar is equals to A cos theta I plus A sin theta j. So, if you write the magnitude of A bar under root general formula ax square plus ay square plus az square, ax square plus ay square plus az square, but az is not available here, only we have ax and ay components. So, that is why ax square plus ay square, that means we can write it as a cos theta whole square plus a sin theta whole square. So, from this we can write a square cos square theta plus a square sin square theta. So, under root a square common, cos square theta plus sin square theta. So, cos square theta plus sin square theta is 1, that is why, so that means. So, due to the result, that means this is the vector A bar, it can be divided into two components. Of course, the vector can be divided into two components, the magnitude of the vector remains constant. The magnitude of the vector remains constant. The magnitude never be changes. Magnitude never be changes. That is very, very, very important thing. So, here, so this is the concept of resolution of vectors. Any vector can be divided into two mutually perpendicular components in the given plane. So, here I am considering the xy plane. We are considering xy plane. In this xy plane, let A bar is a vector. In this plane, A bar is the vector. This A bar makes an angle theta with x axis. A bar makes an angle theta with x axis. So, that is why cos theta can be written as adjacent side by hypotenuse. That is why A cos theta and sin theta like this. This is the vector form. Generally, vector representation is A bar is equals to AXI plus AYJ. So, general representation it is like this. So, that means of course, the vector can be divided into two components, but the vector magnitude does not changes. The magnitude of the vector does not changes. So, blindly you can remember that any vector can be divided into any vector, not scalar. Any vector can be divided into two mutually perpendicular components. One is horizontal, another one is vertical. What is horizontal here? A cos theta. What is vertical? A sin theta. Not always horizontal is cos theta, not always vertical is sin theta. That depends on angle. So, let us do one thing here. See here. For example, the same thing, see here, this is the vector A bar. Let us say the A bar makes an angle theta with vertical. Let us say A bar makes an angle theta with vertical. So, let us say this is horizontal AX, vertical AY. So, from this cos theta can be written as adjacent side by hypotenuse, that is AY by A. So, from this we can write AY is equals to A cos theta. In the same way sin theta can be written as, this is AX for our convenience, this is AX, and here also we can consider it as this is AX. Cos theta can be written as, sin theta can be written as opposite side by hypotenuse. What is opposite side here? AX by A. So, that means AX is equals to A sin theta. AX equals to A sin. AY is equals to A cos theta and AX equals to A sin theta. What is this? In the previous case, what we got? AY is equals to A sin theta and AX equals to A cos theta. But here we got, what we get? AY equals to A cos theta, AX equals to A sin theta. So, that is why remember that not always horizontal component is cos theta, not always vertical component is sin theta. Depending on the angle, the horizontal and vertical components must be varies, depending on the angle made with vertical or horizontal. Here this is the vector makes an angle theta with vertical here. So, that is why vertical component becomes a cos theta and horizontal component becomes a sin theta. So remember blindly one thing, with what axis the vector makes an angle theta, with what axis the vector makes an angle theta, that is cos theta component. Another one is sin theta component. See here, A bar makes an angle theta with vertical. So that's why vertical component becomes cos theta, another component becomes sin theta. In the previous case, before this previous case, the vector A bar makes an angle theta with the horizontal. The vector A bar makes an angle theta with the horizontal. So that's why the horizontal component becomes cos theta and vertical component becomes a sin theta component. That's why, so blindly you remember this sentence, with what axis the vector makes an angle theta, that is a cos theta component. Another one is sin theta components. This is the resolution of vectors. So after resolution, Ax and Ay are the two components. So that means A cos theta and A sin theta are the two components. Those two components always perpendicular to each other. Those two components always perpendicular to each other. That's very important concept. So here vector A bar resolved into two components. What are those two? Horizontal and vertical. What is horizontal? Depending on the angle. What is horizontal? That depends on the angle made by the vector. With what axis? With what axis the vector makes an angle, that is cos theta component. Another one is sin theta component. So that is, so very important, resolution of vectors. Next here, let us have an example question. Let us say a vector of magnitude 10 units. A vector of magnitude 10 units makes an angle, vector of magnitude 10 units makes an angle 60 degrees with horizontal, makes an angle 60 degrees with horizontal. What are its components? What are the components of the vector 10 units? So that's we have to calculate. So he didn't mention anything here, only this is the question. A vector of magnitude 10 units makes an angle 60 degrees with horizontal. What are its components? See here, let us draw the diagram. So this is x axis and this is y axis, and let us say this is the vector of magnitude 10. This is the vector of magnitude 10. It makes an angle 60 degrees with the horizontal. 60 degrees with the horizontal. That's why this is 60 degrees angle. The given angle is 60 degrees with the horizontal. So this is horizontal. It makes an angle 60 degrees with the horizontal. So that's why this is 60. What are its components? Two components. Any vector divided into how many components? Two components. A cos theta, A sin theta, whatever it is. Here this is 10 cos theta, 10 sin theta. Here what is the magnitude of the vector here? 10. So that's why what are its components? 10 cos theta, 10 sin theta. 10 cos theta and 10 sin theta. Where it is cos theta and where it is sin theta. So here this vector makes an angle theta with the horizontal. So that's why the horizontal component is 10 cos theta and vertical component is 10 sin theta. Because here the vector of magnitude 10 makes an angle 60 degrees with the horizontal. Makes an angle 60 degrees with horizontal. So that's why this is cos theta component and this is sin theta component. Of course, for example, given angle is 60 degrees with vertical. If the given angle is 60 degrees with vertical, then this component becomes cos theta and this component becomes sin theta. So one sentence blindly you must remember. with what axis the vector makes an angle theta, with what axis the vector makes an angle theta, that is cos theta, another one is sin theta. So that you must remember that. So here what are the components? So 10 cos theta, 10 cos 60 theta is 10 cos 60, sorry 1 by 2, so that is 5 units, one component. Next 10 sin 60, 10 sin 60 root 3 by 2, so that is equals to 5 root 3. So that is the two components, 10 cos theta, 10 sin theta. So horizontal component is equals to 5 and vertical component is equals to 5 root 3. This is the way to calculate the resolution of the vector. So next, one more example. One of the components of the vector of magnitude 20 units is 10. Find another component. So one of the components of the vector, one of the components of the vector of magnitude 20 units is 10. Find another component, that's we have to calculate. 20, one of the components of the vector of magnitude 20 units is 10. So that means here 20 units is the original vector. A vector of magnitude is, here vector of magnitude is equals to 20. One of its components is 10. So that is we have to find out another component. How can you find out the another component? That is the question here. Vector of magnitude 20 units is so one of its components. Let us consider this may be horizontal or vertical. Any one we have to consider. So for example, let horizontal component is 10. Horizontal component means generally a cos theta is equals to 10. Let us say the vector makes an angle theta with the horizontal. We have to consider the vector makes an angle theta with the horizontal. So that's why the horizontal component is 10. That is a cos theta is considered as 10. But what is the vector of magnitude here? 20. So that means 20 cos theta is equals to 10. And cos theta is equals to 10 by 20, so that is equals to 1 by 2. Cos theta is equals to 1 by 2. So that means for what value of cos theta it is 1 by 2? Theta is equals to 60. Theta is equals to 60. Then what is the another component? So that is, let us say, vertical component. What is the vertical component? So that is equals to a sin theta. So a is 20. Sin 60, sin 60 is root 3 by 2, so that is 10 root 3. That is the another component. One component is given as 10, another component is 10 root 3. Anything we have to consider. For example, we have to consider the vertical component is 10, then it is a sin theta is equals to 10. Of course, theta is equals to 30. Then 20 cos 30, cos 30 is root 3 by 2, any one is like that, 10 root 3 only. So this is one. This is one of one of the components of the vector of magnitude 20 units is 10. So that means the total vector is 20 units. One of its component is 10. What is the another component? Like this. So that is based on resolution of vectors. One of the components, let us say this is horizontal, I am considering it is horizontal component. So like this. Otherwise, by using parallelogram law also, Pythagoras theorem also we can write. Let us say a square is equals to ax square plus ay square. Hypotenuse square equals to adjacent side square plus opposite side square. A is given as 20. 20 square is equals to one of its components, let us say 10. 400 is equals to 100 plus ay square. So ay square is equals to 400 minus 100. So that is equals to 300. Then ay is equals to 10 root 3. So this is also we can do. Simply because if any vector can be divided into two components, those two components must be perpendicular. Those two components must be perpendicular. Then simply we can apply Pythagoras theorem. Hypotenuse square equals to adjacent side square plus opposite side square, like this. See here, while resolution of vectors, so let us say this is the vector, this is horizontal component, let us say this is vertical component. These two must be, angle must be 90, angle between these two. Let us say it is ax and it is ay and this is a. Just apply Pythagoras theorem. Hypotenuse square equals to adjacent side square plus opposite side square, like this. Simple thing. Or by using conceptual, based on resolution of vectors, given that the horizontal component, or we can consider vertical component. Anything we have to consider. If it is vertical component, let us say a sin theta is 10. Anything we have to assume, like that. Next, for example, the two components of a vector are, that means any vector can be divided into how many components? We consider two components. Let us say the two components of a vector are, let us say phi and phi root 3. What is the magnitude of the vector? What is the magnitude of the vector? This is one. This is another way of asking question. The two components of a vector are phi and phi root 3. That means one is horizontal, another one is vertical. Any one is considered as horizontal or any one is considered as vertical. No problem it is. If they mention strictly, if the phi is horizontal and phi root 3 is vertical, then only we must consider like that. Otherwise, these in these two, any one is considered as horizontal and any one is considered as vertical. So like this. So given that the vector a bar is equals to, generally what we can write it as axi plus ayj, general vector representation. What is ax here? Phi y plus phi root 3j. Phi y plus phi root 3j. So magnitude of the vector. So that means it is phi square plus phi root 3 whole square. So 25 plus 75 root 100. So that is equals to 10. That is why. So why it is I? Horizontal. Horizontal means let us say it is positive x axis. And why it is j? Y axis. That's why it is positive y axis. That's why it is j. Like this. So this is the way of resolution of vectors. So next one more example here. For example, not example, this is one of the application of resolution of vectors. Let us say a pendulum or a bob, a small mass, a small bob having certain mass is hanging from the rigid support with the help of a string, hanging from the rigid support with the help of a string. So this mass, this having mass, that means its weight always acts vertically downwards. Weight of the bob or weight of the ball or body, whatever it is, having certain mass. This body is having certain mass hanging from the rigid support with the help of a string, hanging from the rigid support with the help of a string. So that's why its weight is mg. Its weight is mg. So this weight is mg. Generally, for example, let us say this is weight. Due to mg, due to the weight, the body moving downwards always. Due to the weight, the body is moving always downwards. But here the body does not move downwards. It stays at this position only. That means an equal and opposite force acting upwards. An equal and opposite force acting upwards. What is that force? Tensional force in the string. See here, if the body is dropped, then it moves downwards. Why the body moves downwards? Due to the gravitational pull. Here also the weight mg acts on the body. The weight mg acts on the body. Due to the weight, the ball must move downwards, but it does not move downwards. It stays at this position only. That means an equal and opposite force acts in the string, that is upward direction. Equal and opposite force acts on the string, that is upward direction, that is called tensional force. Now this ball is displaced through an angle theta here. This ball is displaced through an angle theta like this. This is string and this is displaced like this. Now what happens? Weight always must be acting downwards. Weight always must be acting downwards. There is no change in this. And the direction of the tensional force is always towards fixed position. Direction of the tensional force, this is the where the tensional force exists here. Generally tensional force existing in strings. Tensional force existing in strings like this. What is the direction? Always towards fixed position. So here also the direction of the tensional force is towards fixed position. Now for our convenience, I am drawing one line here. So this is tensional force and this is theta and this is also theta. If this angle is theta and this angle also must be theta, alternate angles. So now here the tensional force makes an angle theta with vertical. This is the direction of the tensional force, makes an angle theta with vertical. So this is vertical direction. Now the tensional force can be divided into two mutually perpendicular components. Now the tensional force can be divided into two mutually perpendicular components. So with what axis it makes an angle theta? With what axis it makes an angle theta? That component is cos theta component. Here tensional force makes an angle theta here. So that's why this becomes T cos theta. In the previous situation, resolution of vectors, we are considering that is A. So that's why we wrote that A cos theta, A sin theta. But here this is T, tensional force. Tensional force is a vector. So here the T can be divided into two components. This is T cos theta and this is T sin theta. Two mutually perpendicular components. So this is T cos theta and this is T sin theta. This is the direction of the tensional force. Why only it is this direction? See here. So this is the four quadrants. Let us have 1, 2, 3, 4. If the vector in this quadrant If the vector is in the first quadrant, the components must be along positive x and positive y. If the vector is in the first quadrant, the components of the vector, any vector divided into two components, those two components must be positive y axis. Next, for example, if the vector in the second quadrant, if the vector is in the second quadrant, the two components must be, one is along negative x axis, another one is along positive y axis. If the vector is in the second quadrant, the two components of the vectors must be, one is along negative x axis, one is along positive y axis. Next, if the vector is in the third quadrant, if the vector is in the third quadrant, the two components of the vectors must be, horizontal and vertical. So, one is along negative x axis, another one is along negative y axis. When the situation, if the vector is in the third quadrant. Next, if the vector is in the fourth quadrant, then the two components are positive x and negative y. Positive x and negative y. So, that you must remember in which quadrant the vector is. Based on the direction, we have to find out the quadrant. So, see here, this is the direction of the tensional force here. This is the direction of the tensional force. Which quadrant it is? Second quadrant. Because due to that, the components are positive y and negative x, t cos theta, t sin theta. And the string can be displaced with the help of the external force. The string can be displaced with the help of the external force. Without external force, the string cannot be displaced. See here, this is the string, then with the help of the external force only it is displaced. We are applying external force here. So, let us say that is this one. Now, here in this situation, this is the resolution, based on resolution. So, based on this, what we can write it is, opposite forces must be, if the body is in equilibrium, in this situation, if the body is in equilibrium, equilibrium means net force acts on the body must be equal to 0. Net force acts on the body must be equal to 0. So, that means opposite forces are equal. So, here t cos theta is equals to mg and t sin theta is equals to f. T cos theta equals to mg and t sin theta is equals to f. Opposite forces must be equal. Here upward force, downward force must be equal, and opposite forces also equal here. When the situation, if the body is in equilibrium. So, that is the situation, t cos theta equals to mg. So, this is based on resolution of vectors. This is the direction of the tensional force. It makes an angle theta with vertical. So, that is why divided into two components, t cos theta and t sin theta. T cos theta and t sin theta. So, that is the situation. So, t cos theta must be balanced by mg and t sin theta must be balanced by force. So, based on this, we can write it as t sin theta by t cos theta is equals to f by mg, tan theta is equals to f by mg. If you know the value of theta and mass, we can calculate force, or we can calculate, these are the variables, theta, f, m. G is constant in a given place. G is constant at a given place. What is that value of G? 9.8 or 10. Or how can you calculate tension? So, based on this, tension can be written as here f by sin theta, or tension can be written as here mg by cos theta. Anything we can calculate. Otherwise, t cos theta whole square plus t sin theta whole square is equals to mg square plus f square, squaring and adding on both sides. So, t square common, cos square theta plus sin square theta is equals to mg whole square plus f square. So, t square is equals to mg whole square plus f square. T is equals to under root mg whole square plus f square. So, this is tension. We can calculate tension like this, are based on these two, or f can be calculated by using these two. So, this is the concept based on resolution of vectors. So, this is the concept.